Hi guys, and welcome to another video of VChess. And in this game I'm going to be showing a really awesome game which I just played. And I played this game at 2300 performance rating. Yeah, that's right, 2300. My opening was great apparently, and then my middle game was brilliant. Let's dive right in. E4, E5. And if you're wondering why they don't have the normal sounds, I think they've got this new update, which is like, I think they've included like Clash or something into the if you go on the bots as well, they've got some of that stuff as well. Anyway, knight 3, knight c6, c3. So I played Ponziani. I don't normally play this, or do I? Yeah, I'm not gonna give you guys any hints in case you play me. Yeah, but I know some basic ideas in this. And the Ponziani can be very good at the intermediate level, as long as you know the basic ideas and theory and the most tricky variations. If you really do want to, I think there's, oh yeah, I think that there's, search up the Chess Giant on YouTube, I think he's made an opening course on it, or you could probably just find it somewhere on Chessable, or I could make some videos on the Ponziani. I mean, we'll see. Okay, knight f6. d4, knight takes. I know this bit, which is if takes, then you can play e5, knight d5, and c takes d4. And this is okay, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty good. So it's not obviously the best, but I think from a practical standpoint, get the bishop to c4. You can castle, bring this knight there, and you can even do the Ruy Lopez maneuver. I'll show you after the game what I mean by the Ruy Lopez maneuver. Actually, I'll show you really quick. I'd ignore all of this. So this is just lots of theory. Oh no, not c4. c3 castle. So I'll just explain the position here really quickly. So this is Ruy Lopez. So it's very complicated. And basically, the idea of the Ruy Lopez is to try and get the push d4 in, but there are moves like bishop d4, which can make move d4 difficult, and the bishop on b3 exerts huge pressure on f7, which means that it's pretty hard for black to counterattack with f5, so black can sometimes go king h8. And now let me quickly just show, go on, let's show the Breyer variation. d4, knight b d7. And now there's an interesting line with knight b to d2. So you're thinking, oh, yeah, you're only playing that because you can't take the knight to c3. But it's not necessarily that. Let's play a move like, say, bishop b7. I'm not sure if that's good or not. Now you need to bring the knight to f1. I know what you're thinking. Why are you just bringing the pieces everywhere? Oh, sorry, no, wait. I think it's bishop c2 first. And then, let's say rook here. Okay, now, so the move knight to f1 just looks like what? Oh, this is a defensive move. Stop that. Yeah, isn't it? No, it's not. No, yeah, I know. I get very confused about this. So they say bishop f8. The idea of this maneuver is to take the knight from b1 to d2, to f1, to g3, and then to f5. And this square is absolute gold for the knight. Trust me. g6. And if, say, black doesn't play this, say c5, d5, I don't know, a5, knight to f5 is a really good square for the knight. And you're getting serious pressure. And you can actually even start attacking with h4, h5, knight there, bring the queen in, bring the bishops in. At some point you could even reroute this bishop if you need to, and then you can rook lift with rook e3, rook c3. But anyway, yeah, that's not what happened in this game. Knight 6 d4, knight takes, and now d5. I'm not oh yeah. I think the main move is, I don't know, the computer gets confused with this as well. But yeah, it is d5. I would ignore the computer here. If they find bishop c5, it's... Let me just quickly see. I wouldn't really look at this too much. Yeah, there's the move with d takes and bishop takes, and white would get an advantage, but that's quite hard to get. Bishop c5, knight there, and apparently I had to play queen d4. Because once this bishop has moved, you always need to be, when it's your opponent's move, rather than just sitting there and just thinking, oh, when's he going to move, you should be looking at undefended pieces. And here the move queen g4 is a double attack on the knight, on the this pawn on g7, which also is once you get the pawn, you're attacking another rook. So knight takes f2, fork, but now you can threaten this. Rook f8, and now yeah, it gets a bit complicated, but which is why I didn't go opt for this. I went knight to d3. Two purposes: bringing the knight back, attacking the bishop, and protecting the pawn. Although it does get the bishop to a slightly passive square, but I mean the bishop wouldn't have gone anywhere else except for d3. Queen h4. I think my opponent here is trying to punish me for my speech marks bad play. But I mean, I'm actually doing pretty well here. I would say this is a modest advantage for me. g3, bishop takes f2, which I didn't really understand too much. Knight takes f2, knight takes g3, which once again confused me, and queen takes g3. I was actually expecting, oh no, sorry, I was actually going to play, if he did play queen takes h1, I'm not going to pretend I was going to take the queen. I was actually going to play king d2. And I'm not going to try and be like anything, but I genuinely, maybe I would have played, well, maybe I would have seen it once he'd played it, but okay. h6, queen takes. And now queen d4. I was contemplating the idea of, what was it? Yeah, like queen b3, I think. Yeah, queen b3, I was looking at, I'm sorry, queen c2. Saving castles? Checkmate. I mean, that's just a trap. So, and in the end, I found queen d4, which I thought, like, because his queen is quite close, I could somehow maybe get the queen to g4. If his queen starts harassing this king side, I can just go to g4, trade off, and in the worst case scenario is like I trade the queens, and if the queen goes back, I can obviously just take this pawn, and this rook doesn't look great again. Castle, queen h4, so I was running both these two threats. So I was expecting my opponent to just take, and I would have a comfortable advantage up a bishop and a knight. I mean, although my opponent is 3 pawns up for the bishop and knight, I think I would have been able to convert, because these 3 pawns would just be very fragile. Because none of black pieces would be around his king after, say, takes. Yeah, I'm sorry, takes. I'm not sure, like, how you can defend this really quickly. Like, you can't even develop the knight like this and bring it to f6 because to defend like these pawns, because it's just too slow. 1, 2, 3 moves. By that time, I can already bring these pieces out. c4, bishop g5, bishop h6, even if I need to. That'd be nice. Anyway, queen g6. Now bishop d3. I was I didn't actually notice the move f5 here. But if he, yeah, obviously if he had moved somewhere, queen h7, checkmate. Yeah, so he played f5, and I played the move d6, which is kind of weird. Obviously, queen takes, again, undefended pawn, takes. And then there's probably a move like bishop h6 or something. Oh, sorry, queen takes f5, yeah, just take a free pawn, take everything. That's very nice. Now he took on d6. Apparently the move was b5. But I can assure you, and then the move was king f1. I can assure you, if anyone plays this, like Gotham Chess says, just report them for cheating, because b5 and king f1 are literally the most absurd moves I've ever seen. The point is that after bishop takes b5, you play bishop h6, and then you get the knight out. I think so, isn't it? Yeah. Even that move confuses me as well. C takes, which I think is the perfect human move. Bishop c4. And now, after king h8, I played the move bishop f7, sacking the bishop, and it's a forced mate in 9 once I've played this move. Before this, the computer is just thinking this is a nice position, right? Look here. Once it goes king h8, look at this eval. It thinks it's, oh, I'm just really winning. And then I move here, and it finds out that it's mate in 9. This is how hard this move was to find. Stockfish found it difficult to find the checkmate. So the idea of this move, which I took about, what was it, 28 seconds on. So I was looking at the idea of, oh, he just went king h8. How can I deflect the queen? Because his king is getting very fragile, isn't it? Let's give red because it's an unsafe king, and then let's give this a safe king. So I was thinking, and also this king has nowhere to go. It's completely paralyzed. It's here, and that's the only square. So if I could potentially like land a knight on f7, that would be nice, but that's just too slow. And yeah. So now I played the move bishop f7. So I was just thinking, can I deflect this queen somehow in one move? Yes, I can. And I was thinking, oh, if queen takes f7, queen h7, checkmate. But what if rook takes f7? And then I noticed his back rank is actually undefended, and you can actually go queen f8. Queen d8, rook f8, and then queen f8, and it's just checkmate. And this is honestly, like, it's probably not a brilliant, wouldn't have been a brilliant move before, but I really enjoyed playing this move. And I was thinking, what else is the computer gonna suggest? And it could not suggest anything better than this. Rook e8 played by my opponent, and instead of taking the rook, which any normal human would have done, I played the computer. No, I'm just kidding. No, I played the move king d1. Because I knew, once again, queen takes f7, queen h7, checkmate. And I calculated for, yeah, it's about 7 seconds, but yeah, I was pretty quick in my calculation on this. If queen takes there, if you move the rook, you just take the queen. Yeah, this is just pretty simple. Knight c6, bishop takes d6, and it's literally a forced main 4, because you cannot defend this. And for humans, it's basically main 1. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and tell me what you guys want to watch, because I want to make videos which you guys like, and see you in the next video. VHS out.